Any advice for people who, let's say, they want to change their career path, but they are scared and they don't know what to do?
I think most of us engage in a kind of extreme thinking. It's, in psychology we call it black and white thinking, right? We think, if I do this, I'm going to be broke, I'm going to be a failure, and I can never come back. And very few things in life are like this, flip, flop. It's a continuum. So when you find yourself curious about something, what is the smallest step that you can take? You're not giving up your whole income, you're not giving up your whole lifestyle, you're just going to take a small step. So for me it was, I'm curious about this thing, so let me go read a book. And then I'm still curious, let me go pay for an online lecture. Oh, I'm still curious, let me take one graduate school course. I never had to tell myself, now I have to do this, full-time program, right? I always worked while pursuing it, and slowly let the change evolve, rather than thinking of everything in life as a discrete jump from 0 to 1 or 1 to 100. Right? If you take small steps, you may find out that the things that you thought were true are not true. And if you make the steps too big, you will never take any steps. So you will never find out what's true and what's not true. So that's my advice, is believe in yourself and take the smallest step toward change to figure out what that might look like.
It's the same kind of for business. In most of the cases, there is no one single mistake that you make and
that
your
crumbles
business
everything. Yeah.
fail like completely.
Yeah.
You need to actually work hard to make this. You need to figure out the biggest mistake that you can make. But most of the cases, if you make a mistake, it's fine. It's your business will not. So it's the same for everything basically.
And maybe this is the common thread between my two different careers, is I always thought in terms of the worst case scenario. In investing, we think, is this going to go to zero, right? Or what is the worst value that I can recoup from this bad investment? And, in my new profession, it's also when I make those changes, I ask myself, what's the worst thing that could happen? Okay, I waste 3 months on this one online course. Big deal. Oh, I just spent $1,000 trying to get this training and it's not going to help me get a new job. It's $1,000. It's meaningful, but it's not going to change my life permanently, right? Or I'm going to look stupid. Well, I guess I never thought about the look stupid thing, because I just always assumed that people who are intellectually curious and interested in living a full life are going to try things, and not everything they try is going to work out. That's normal. A lot of times social pressure comes from people's insecurity and discomfort with themselves. When, let's say, you're in a relationship and one person, both people are a little bit out of shape, but they're happy together. They, go home, watch Netflix, eat a bag of chips. And then one of them decides, for New Year's resolution, I'm going to get fit this year. And then they're going to the gym, they're eating celery sticks, they're not eating the chips, and they're not doing the Netflix because they're out at the gym. The biggest social pressure is from this person, because this person is suddenly like, what the hell are you doing? I thought our life was good. I thought I was pretty good. And now here you go changing, which makes me question, should I also change? And change is the scariest thing for human beings, because to try to change means that we may fail. And it's easier for most of us to say, if I don't even try it, I never have to face failure. So the social pressure, I think, is very much a way of keeping us all in check so that we all stay in our lane and don't ever have to face the scary possibility of failure. Certainly I think in finance, we have this a lot, right? Everybody telling you, you need to drive this car, you need to live in this house, you need your kids to go to the best private school. And that's partly capitalism telling you, you need to devote everything to this one job. Because if you had options, my gosh, what might you do? You might be French and decide that you want a 40-hour work week. You might travel, you might take a gap year like European students do.
And I often find that people exaggerate how bad the reaction will be from their friends and family. We have this 12 months program, Side Hustle YouTube Mastery. And so we actually teach people how to start, grow, and monetize YouTube channels.
Cool.
And one of the questions that people ask, I will have haters, and I don't want people to hate me. A lot of people scare about it. And normally what we say, it's okay, you need to be really big to start experiencing haters. No, for sure. For us, we are quite sizable now in terms of the viewership. And now we have haters. Now we see that, let's say even half a year ago, we didn't see many of them.